Today we're going to be revisiting Call of Duty World at War. Despite the fact that it's literally 8 a.m. on a Monday morning, there seems to be 132 players online. Fingers crossed we can get into a TDM. Oh my god, dude, we literally got into a match right away. Now, hopefully there isn't any hackers or anything like that. I mean, so far it seems like everything's okay. The first match we got was Asylum, which is pretty cool because for those that don't know, literally every zombies map in this game is like a repurposed campaign or multiplayer map. Basically, how the Call of Duty maps used to work is that they take the campaign maps and then they repurpose those or, you know, just kind of change them around to make them work as multiplayer maps. And then in World at War's case, they'd be repurposed further into becoming zombies maps. But anyways, to say that I have some nostalgia for Call of Duty World at War would be an absolute understatement. I've gone on record saying this many times before, but you know, when it came to World at War, my main bread and butter was the zombies. Actually, also the campaign for that matter. This is one of those Call of Duty campaigns that I've replayed time after time again, and it never gets old. It is one of the most gritty, immersive campaigns in like not just Call of Duty history, but like first-person shooter history. Like, it is one of my favorite FPS campaigns of all time. And then when it comes to the zombies, yeah, I have literal hundreds, if not thousands of hours in Call of Duty World at War zombies. I remember I put at least like, I want to say 200 hours into Nocturne Totem between the time that the game released until Varrock came out. Because at the time, I mean, zombies was just entirely new. I'll never forget when I beat the campaign for the first time and that cutscene started. I mean, I feel like everybody at the time can relate to that, right? That feeling of just seeing the zombie run towards you and just spawning into that cabin. Like, you had no idea what you were about to experience, and nobody had any idea what zombies would become beyond that. As far as multiplayer is concerned, like, yeah, I played the multiplayer in this game quite a bit, but I won't lie, even during this game's life cycle, when I needed my multiplayer fix, I still did find myself going back to Call of Duty 4 quite a lot. But that being said, like, I still did put a lot of time into Call of Duty World at War, enough to, you know, reach like max level, max prestige, all of that. I mean, obviously, I'm only level 2 on this account because this is literally my first time playing multiplayer on this account. I haven't played on this one yet. Quick catch up for those that don't know the story. Basically, when I got an Xbox One, my old account glitched out and I wasn't able to transfer it over to my Xbox One, which is really unfortunate because that was the time when there was a lot of games that were doing like the transfer over or carryover stuff, like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I'm pretty sure you were able to carry over your progress, and then like all the old Call of Duties, obviously I would have been able to keep my progress there. GTA 5 is another one I was really salty about because I was like, oh gosh, I don't even remember what level, and it's a shame because I can't even access that account because they shut down the 360 and PS3 servers, but I was definitely close to, if not level 200. Oh yeah, the PPSH, let's go baby. This is one thing I love about Call of Duty World at War. See, in the new World War II Call of Duty games, anytime that, you know, there's an optic on the weapon or whatever, it's just like, you know, just a red dot sight. But in World at War, they actually try to make it like immersive and fit in with the world, and as you can see here, like, sure, it kind of serves the same purpose as a reflex, but it's not actually like, you know, a red dot sight or whatever. It's just something that actually like fits in with the time or the era. So yeah, you know, all these years later, I'm still pretty salty about that, but you know, it is what it is. If I ever really wanted to go back and use that old account, I could pay for like, you know, a gold subscription, or I guess now it's called like, what, Game Pass Core, for like a month or so that I can go back and experience it, which, you know, I might at some point, but you know, for the time being, I got these new accounts. I guess I can just grind out the levels again. And despite the fact that, you know, I was literally just saying like how, despite the fact that I hit max level of World at War and still played it a lot, I still ended up going back to COD 4 quite a bit. And honestly, again, you know, it was never anything against World at War. It was mostly, it was just because a lot of my friends at the time, you know, when I used to actually socialize and play with other people, you know, back in the day, they'd always be inviting me to their Xbox Live parties, and they'd be like, hey, we're about to get on COD 4, do this, that. And so I was like, hey, yeah, sure, I'll hop on COD 4. So that's usually why that was. Yeah, we're playing on Dome. Do y'all remember in Vanguard how we got two versions of Dome, one of them being like World at War Dome, and then the other one being MW3 Dome, and they had to rename MW3 Dome to Radar since they already had World at War Dome in the game? This is definitely one of the most underutilized maps in Call of Duty history, but hey, that just helps it feel even more unique, because the only other time that it came back that I'm aware of would have been in Call of Duty Vanguard. Look at this dude using Last Stand. Like, come on, man, it's 2024, you're still, oh gosh, dude, this game is 16 years old. I hate the fact that time just keeps passing by. It's getting to that point, y'all know when, you know, when Thanos did the snap and you just saw everybody fading away, that's how I feel already. It's been rough lately, man. I'll be waking up in the morning, my knees will start popping and cracking, I got those backaches where I'm like, oh yeah, I need a minute to get up. That's how you know it's getting bad. When you're at that point of like, okay, give me a minute to get up, yeah, that's when you know. You can't just get up to do things, you have to like sit there and like mentally prepare yourself like, all right, just 1, 2, and get up. I've also broken a couple bones in the past, so, you know, in a couple places in my body, you know, my bone structure and strength just isn't as good, so, you know, that also has something to do with it, like, especially my left ankle, like that. Oh, gosh, dude, that makes it so hard for me to do things some days with how bad the pain gets. I've said this before, I'm a very routine and schedule-oriented person, so, you know, I'm not the type of guy that'll just not do something because I'm in pain. Like, I'm very disciplined in that manner. Like, even if I'm in a lot of pain, I'll still get done what I need to get done, and I won't delay it to a point of where I can't get something done. But it's just like, there's definitely been plenty of points where I can feel that pain as I'm trying to do stuff. Like, as I'm out running my miles for the day or whatever, you know, I'll be out there running, and I feel my ankle, like, especially when it gets cold outside, usually either when it's raining or when it's cold or both. It's just, oh, that's when the pain kicks in. Oh, why is my controller disconnecting? Is it really dead already? Well, see, here's the problem. I'm lazy, and I don't feel like getting up to plug it in, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna use my phone charger right here. Never mind, I forgot that this is an Xbox One controller, and Xbox One controllers didn't support USB-C, so I guess I have to get up off my fat ass. Okay, now it's plugged in. Now may I play the game? There's a part of me that wishes Call of Duty would have kept up with the remasters. We only ever ended up getting Modern Warfare 1 remastered in its entirety, the campaign remastered for MW2, and then after that, they just stopped. Could you have imagined if we could have gotten like a World of War campaign remaster or World of War Zombies remaster or something? Like, you know, I'm of the belief that games never actually truly need remasters. Like, games are just products of their time and when they came out. But it's also that thing of like, hey, they did remasters already with like MW1 and MW2, so like, hey, why not keep it going and just, you know, remaster some more? Seeing that opening scene or just, you know, re-experiencing all those times in the campaigns, like crawling through the bodies, sniping with Reznov, planting the flag, like, oh my god, there's so many iconic moments in World of War. Just seeing those remastered again. I don't think any game ever really needs a remaster, but again, they've done it in the past, so it's like, hey, if you're gonna do it one time, maybe just why not do it again? While we're on this game, I gotta check, because obviously multiplayer is alive and well, surprisingly. I just want to see, is there like, okay, we got 6 people. Oh wow, look at that split. 6 in Noct, 0 in Verrückt, 0 in Shinonuma, and 11 in Der Riese. This is only interesting because normally when it comes to these Call of Duty games, the DLC maps are obviously a lot less popular, but in this case, the base map is less popular than a DLC map. So if I click it, is there a chance that I can actually get into it? Wow, I mean, the guy has a modded gamer tag, but yeah, you can actually find lobby. Oh, look at this, it's filling up. It says Shinonuma and Verrückt have 0 people, so how about Noct? Can I actually, like, get into a game if I try? Maybe? No? Okay, so it seems like if you want to play World of War Zombies online on, you know, Xbox at the very least, maybe just go with Der Riese, depending on how many players are online, but I mean, still, man, it's 8 a.m. on a Monday morning, and the fact that we were about to, that lobby was filling up so quick in Der Riese, that's genuinely amazing. But anyways, yeah, felt great revisiting this game, as always. I have a few other Call of Duties up my sleeve that I plan to revisit next, so I hope you guys are excited for that, but otherwise, yeah, now I'd love to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on Call of Duty World of War? Did you guys play it back in the day? Did you not get to experience it until a couple of years later? Do you have any memories with this game that stick out in your mind? Just whatever it is, whatever thinking, I'd definitely love to hear from you guys. But anyway, as always, massive shout out, thank you to all the Patreons and channel members, thank you to all the low baller tier, to make a shout out, thank you to all the mid baller tier, my last game, Daddy Manny, the biggest shout out to all the G tier, run events, Chandler Cheese Girl, thank you guys so much, you guys are literal legends, I love you. Thank you guys for watching, have an amazing day, stay beautiful, I love you all, peace.